So I thought we'd make a video of just some of the things we noticed that we find amusing or interesting, because maybe you'll find them interesting. One is, I can't tell you how many times we see people running, like in street clothes. Obviously there's people jogging, but like in street clothes running down the street, not towards the train or anything. They're just running because I guess they want to get someplace faster. Like the other night we got out of dinner and I counted 5 people. It's an 8-minute walk to our place from where we were eating dinner, and there were 5 different people running away from the train station in street clothes. The other thing we notice is like when we get to a stop on trains and people get out and in, there's like this musical chairs thing that happens. People get up, move across to the other side, or move to a bigger space or away from somebody. I know when we're on the train, sometimes when another train passes, it's like this big whoosh and this like massive sound is just like all of a sudden, because you have no idea it's coming, and it scares the crap out of Brooke and I every time, and nobody on the train makes a move or anything. Like they don't, it's like just not a thing, or maybe they just have earbuds in and they don't hear. But anyway, very few people look us in the eye. Children will, little kids, because I guess they haven't been trained to, but
that's it. That's literally it. Everyone, it's like when you're passing someone, you don't just like look, smile. No, you look and down.
Yeah, they will look and see what's happening and then look down. And then if you try to catch their eye, they're like, no, not going to happen. I will say that their paper product game is...
oh my God, it's terrible. I mean, it's
not
probably great for the environment. Good for them. However, toilet paper, paper towels, like any paper
napkins,
products, like they dissolve like that. It's so
they
terrible.
get like slightly damp and they're like dissolve into nothing, which I'm sure is good for the environment, but
it's just
not great for absorption.
Efficient, yeah.
There's no paper.
The trains and heating in stores. Heating in stores can vary, especially right now when it's cold outside, so I think they like maxed out on the heating. But heating in the trains, she complains so much.
Well, first of all, the seats in the train, multiple things. First, the seats in the train are material. That would never happen in the U.S. In the U.S., everything on public transportation is plastic. Here, because people don't, first of all, they don't eat. You don't eat while you're walking or doing anything. If you get something from a vending machine, you drink it or eat it right there. And then there's garbage right there. There's no garbage receptacles anywhere except where they offer food, period. And it's rude to walk and eat or drink. So people will like literally get a drink from the vending machine and chug it and then put it in the recycling.
And as for the rude and disrespectful thing, you're not supposed to talk on the train on our phone or anything like that. And it's like we have been packed in the train now like sardines multitude of times.
Oh my gosh.
And it is dead silent. Dead
Last night silent. It was packed on the train, and we got off at our stop, and there was massive people trying to get onto this train that we got off of that was already really full. And this kid got just on, and I was like, there's no way the door is going to shut. And he just like pushed his backpack in, and then just like the door tried to shut, and it kind of went open. And then he like squeezed back a little bit more, and then it shut, and he was literally like pancaked up against the thing. It was crazy. It was the first time I've ever seen there not like a train completely go by and people had to wait. Because usually they'll just pack in.
I would say that we've been lucky with the hours that we've been going to the train station. We haven't been having to do that, so that's good.
Like not commuter hours. Their commuter hours are different than ours. They're later. So like 7 o'clock, the trains are packed. She was talking about the heat in the stores, which I mean it's excessive. Like you're wearing multiple layers. It's cold outside, and then you go into the store and it's hot.
Yeah.
Also, did I say that the seats in the train are heated as well? Not only are they material, but they're heated, and they're clean, like clean.
And someone comes and vacuums and sweeps and stuff throughout the train too, so there's that.
Yeah.
And
then the
heated
toilet
toilets.
seats.
Yeah.
Almost
heated.
everywhere we go, the toilet seats are heated. Like yesterday, I was in the train station. Just a random public restroom in the train station, heated. Sometimes you sit on them and they make noise. The option to have noise make, there's like a noise maker that does birds or whatever it is, running water, is available. They're Toto toilets almost everywhere that have like multiple functionalities. There's massive cute songs like everywhere we go. The train's coming, the train's leaving, another one is coming in however long, and they're all, and you're sitting in a train station, there's multiple platforms with all these different songs going on all the time, and they're super cute and catchy. And also at 4 p.m. every day, there is a song that plays that is so sweet. It's a children's song, and it plays over the loudspeakers everywhere. And I guess the song says something about children getting ready to go home because it's starting to get dark. It's dark here around 4:30, 4:35. And I guess that happens throughout the entire country. It's not always the same song, but that song is quite popular, I guess. So I thought that was super sweet. I think it's kind of weird how a lot of the advertisements are white women with blonde hair and blue eyes. It strikes me as odd.
A lot of the clothing stores specifically, or like more expensive brands, if you will, they have that at the front of their store, which is interesting.
Yeah, I think it's some of them are international brands, so of course. I love how there's jazz music playing like everywhere all the time. American jazz, it's incredible. I've also heard a lot of American pop just in random places, and you're just like, I'm all of a sudden like in some weird place and Taylor Swift is playing.
The first time we heard about pickpocketing as well was in the Tsuchigi fish market. It was on one of the loudspeakers. That was the first time we've ever heard it in this country, because it's not really a thing here. Like if you leave like a ticket or your change or anything on the trains or anywhere, it's expected to stay there. No one will touch it or use it or do anything with it. It's like that safe, pretty much, if you will.
And there's, so we walk to a stairwell that goes over the top of the train tracks and down. There's a 4-story bike parking garage that the bikes are just parked there. They're not chained up. Anybody could walk in there and take them, but obviously they don't. And there's another one like down the street that's also a 4-story bike, and they're packed. Like everybody has a bike. It's super inexpensive, I think, to house them there. I think it was like
$1,000 a month or something.
Yeah,
like that.
it's crazy, like $6 a month or whatever. But yeah, and people will just ride their bike to the mall and just park it on the side and not lock it and whatever. So that's cool. I love that. There's just so many wonderful things, and people are just actually super nice and beautiful humans here, just like everywhere we travel. And
I would say one last thing is that there is a lot less of the communication we were talking about in the before video about like, oh, it's so cute to like talk back and forth. It's a lot less this time, and I think that's because there's more tourism, because Japan's become a lot more popular and touristy since we've been here last, and I think in the rural areas that we have been going, that it's still that like culture of, oh, you're an American, I'd love to like speak to you, I'm not afraid to speak to you, or I don't not care. But yeah, I think
we've spent the majority of our time this time not in touristy areas, so it's a little more challenging to communicate, but it's all good.